family, welcome to Property Focus. I'm your host PJ Ngigi. In today's episode, we're shining the spotlight on Brown Cup developers in their 127 series. So they did 127 Imela that has 69 units sold out, 127 Kaya that has 63 units sold out, 127 Rosebank that has 72 units sold out, and now 127 Kaya Phase 2 on Kirawa Road that definitely are about to sell out 72 units. Now that is an impressive 276 units that have been done by a very determined young man who started off as a real estate farm rookie to someone who's running his own show. Now we're going to meet the man himself, Allan Mutuma, and also find out why these units are flying off the shelf. Welcome to the show. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this studio unit. I'll just shut this door right here, and it's a metal gray door, very sturdy, nice steel, and alas, here's the studio unit, and it just looks quite nice. Clear sight guidelines all the way till the window. You've got your black granite within this section, faucets are in chrome, uppers are in brown. You still have this wardrobe over here for more storage. On my right, you've got your cloakroom that has the shower area, vanity area, and the water closet behind the door. Nice white walls that just make the space feel brighter. Cooker station on this side with the black backsplash over here. And as I traverse across these gray tiles, you get into the living area of the studio unit. They've put in a fridge within this section. I love the fact that they have the sockets right here, and you could put your television set. They've got a couch. They've staged it quite nice, actually. Very good for an Airbnb. By the way, this unit would fetch you rent of 22,500 bob. Now, they've got the sofa section within this area, and right behind you, once again, you've got that stylish kitchen that you could get to cook up something while you have a conversation with your guest. On this side, you even have a water dispenser. Now, the place is compact enough, and that's why I like it, because you don't get to hoard any items, and that's a good thing. Let's go check out the one-bedroom unit. Behind that number 127 is a very determined young developer with a big dream, Allan Mutuma. Now, you're going to find out why he tags all his apartments with 127. But Allan started his journey working at a real estate firm, learned the ropes, saved his sweat and ideas, and now doing his own thing, building homes that people actually want to live in. He's the sort of person who traded spreadsheets for bricks and somehow made ambition look lived in. Let's chat with Allan. Brilliant. Welcome to Property Focus, Allan. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for having us as well.
Yeah.
Tell us, briefly introduce yourself.
My name is Allan Mutuma. I am the founder of Brown Cup Developers, a property development company that's offering solutions for affordable housing that helps their clients build a passive income portfolio in real estate. Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
So tell us, what was the need you identified? What are you trying to solve when you started your first 127 series?
Yeah.
Yes.
So from my first 127 series, the need has always been building a portfolio that helps individual access passive income. The first one was 127 Imela. It was much closer home because I was trying to solve a family sort of dilemma. So when we were able to crack that, we realized that there's an actual market need for young professionals aged between 25 to 35 who are actually looking for opportunities within real estate because they might be overweight on money market funds, treasury bills, and equities. So they're looking for an avenue to get into real estate at an affordable price point with a flexible payment plan. And that's why we came up with this particular product. So ranging from a studio unit to a one-bedroom unit, and even some two-bedroom units that allows for investors to get access into that kind of real estate portfolio. Yeah.
Brilliant. Walk us through the journey. How does one purchase a unit up until ownership and acquisition?
Yeah.
Till they get into couches like this. The house is quite nice.
Yeah, so it's an interesting journey. Yeah, so that journey actually starts a step before, where the investor or the customer has to first make the decision for themselves that they want some exposure to real estate in their portfolio. So beyond money market funds, beyond equities, government bonds, that they want some passive income that comes from real estate and also some sort of legacy investment or capital appreciation asset. So once they come to brown cap offices, we usually show them the type of units we have, from studios to 1 bedroom to 2 bedroom. And depending on their budget and also the type of unit they want to purchase, we then are able to select a unit for them on the different floors. Once that's done, we issue them with an offer letter that just stipulates what the legal clauses will be that governs our relationship, and then they sign a sale agreement. And then after that, they track the construction of the project. Typically, we always brief our clients on a monthly basis on what the progress at site actually is, because we mark our installments to the milestones on the project, so they're able to track it and see how the project is unfolding. And then once the project is completed, we do sign a property management agreement for those who want us to manage the property for them. And then we also embark on providing sectional titles, so that each one of them will have a title for their own unit as a final ownership document. Yeah.
So tell us about financing options that you have for these units.
Yeah.
Yes.
So there are different financing options. I think the most standard one is an off-plan sort of installment plan, where you first start by putting down a booking fee, and then once we start construction, there is a groundbreaking deposit, and then the balance is paid over an 18 to 24 month period that is either payable monthly or quarterly. That's the primarily financing option. There are investors who also take sort of circle loans on their own income accord, so they're able to access some circle loans to help them sort of finance the acquisition of the property. And one that we have not fully cracked, but we really are hoping to be able to crack in our next project, is being able to do KMRC financing. Because I think that's the cheapest avenue currently for individuals who want to access affordable mortgages, because I think their pricing is at between 9 to 10%. So if you're able to crack that, that will be amazing. But in the interim, we are primarily focused on off-plan sales and any other financing option that gives some flexibility to the customer.
No, right. Very well answered. So in terms of long-term value, how do you protect that long-term value for an asset such as this in terms of security, maintenance, and even potential resale? Or resale potential for that matter.
In the last sort of 18 months, especially for this particular project, 127 Kaya, we got a couple of investors who came in early on. The entry price that they were getting into was about 3.6 to 3.7 million shillings. What we've seen in the last 2 months is a resale on those particular units, where investors are getting up to 1 million shillings in value uplift over an 18-month period. So that has been fantastic for our investors. But now beyond that, for those who have units and are keeping them for rental, we have a property management team whose principal objective is to ensure that this becomes a passive return for the investors who purchase the units. So we are engaged, we are fully engaged in terms of cleaning, painting, repair work. We do that. And then we also make sure that the building is insured on behalf of the clients. So we go out of our way to make sure that the asset is able to retain its value over the long term by building an in-house property management team. So that is the principal sort of approach that we use to make sure that we keep that sort of long-term value. And of course, the last one is that we are also equally invested. We have skin in the game. As a developers, we do not fully cash out on our units. We actually hold a significant number, and that ensures that we are as aligned with the investors as they are over the long term. Yes.
Brilliant. So you've got a new project that's coming up. Tell us about it. Yes.
So the new project is 127 Kaya Phase 2. It's coming on the back of 127 Kaya, which is situated along Kira Road. I think it's been a project of many firsts. I think we were able to sell out quite quickly. The building itself has come out very, very nice. It stands out as a landmark in the area. And responding to the market need and market demand, we now want to launch a second phase of this project, and we'll be launching it, we'll be groundbreaking it in Q2, so that's around June, July. And it's because we have been able to do a product that the market is receiving very well.
Okay.
So we're going to still continue with the 1-bedroom and studio apartments. We are going to, of course, to make a bit of better changes.
Okay.
So, for instance, we'll be providing balconies, which are not necessarily in this phase of the project, and a few other additions that we'll be doing as amenities to serve both projects,
right.
But also to respond to what the market need has, what the market feedback has been for this particular project.
Okay.
Yes.
One thing that makes this project stand out,
Yes.
or the 127 series project stand out,
yes.
what is that unique design feature?
Okay. I think for us, it's the architectural facade. All our projects always stand out from that perspective. We like creating buildings that are landmarks, that are beautiful to look at, that of course draw in potential tenants and potential investors. And then we're also very keen on making sure that all the units have right to light. So that's why we'll see big windows in our living areas, so that we can be able to make sure that they are well aerated spaces with very big light exposures. We also offer the standard sort of amenities because we go more than 5-7 floors. We'll have lifts, we'll have sufficient parking, reliable water, and then backup power for common areas in the lift as well. So those are standard amenities that you'll find in most developments around our area. So that's what we usually tend to offer. And then finally also we have on the rooftop, we have entertainment or social spaces where people can be able to host and be able to socialize within those spaces.
Well, thank you very much for having us.
Yes.
We're cheering you on.
Yeah.
It's a fantastic job you're doing over here, Allan.
Yes, and we appreciate you walking the journey with us. We can't take it for granted.
So I've got to ask, why 127 out of all numbers?
Yes.
Why so?
It actually comes from the Bible. The Psalm says that unless the Lord builds the house, the builders build in vain. So it's a primary anchor of faith, but also on this entrepreneurship journey, sometimes you need to hold on to something because sometimes the journey is rough.
True.
But beyond that, I think it's a calling for Brown Cup, for any member of staff here. We really are all about stewarding the resources that individuals entrust us with, and also those that God has entrusted us with, to ensure that we deliver projects that people have really toiled for, and not sort of take that for granted. So that's where 127 usually comes from, and that's why all our projects, if in the foreseeable future, will always have the tag 127.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Well, we're here for it.
Yes.
And we're soldiering, cheering you on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Now, thanks for being along with the journey, journey with us. We really appreciate it.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Good.
Thank you.
Super.
Hi everyone, my name is Wambui Wamagata, an employee at Brown Cup Developers. We're currently at 127 Kaya, which is located along Kirawa Road in the outskirts of Kitisuru. Why Kirawa Road, you may ask? I like this place because one, it's quite silent. You can come here, get to relax, a place that you can call home, that's still modern, has modern lighting, modern finishes, there's ample parking, there's high security. And on top of that, it's quite accessible. It's about 7 to 15 minutes to the CBD, about 10 minutes to Westlands, Gigiri, and its environs. Kirawa Road is a nice place for investors and for people seeking to live in an urban area that still gives you the peace, silence, and serene environment.
Wow. Psalms 127. Unless the Lord builds the house, the builders labor in vain. It's a neat reminder that these projects are about purpose, people, and that little bit of faith. We'll be right back after the break with an inside tour of the 1-bedroom unit at 127 Kaya. Stay with us, we'll be right with you shortly.
welcome back from the commercial break. We are at 127 Kaya. If you're just joining us, and we're just going to look at the one bedroom unit in just a few. So come along, let's see what this unit is like. This is the main door, come on in. All right, welcome to this one bedroom unit here again at 127 Kaya. Let me talk about that door, very nice sturdy steel door. And let me highlight the kitchen that's on my right. You've got a parallel design kitchen, black granite top, and this is a bigger space for somebody who's ready to slow down or settle down. Kitchen doesn't hide behind a curtain. You've got double sinks this time around, faucet that is also in chrome on my left. You've got provision for your gas or cooker burner within this section. Backsplash on both areas are also in black tiles with grouting that's all in white. That just looks quite stylish and very lovely. You've got your uppers which are in brown and the insides are in white, and you've got this section right here to just put your fridge behind me. And also let me mention the bottom cabinetry is in brown. Behind me you've got your laundry area, and you could wash your clothes within this side. You could have your dishwasher within this section. Love the fact that they still have this in glass to just bring in all the light inside here. You've got your valve switches, you've got your tap within this area. Walls have been tiled all in white with black grouting lines that just looks quite nice for the laundry area. Now traversing from the laundry into the kitchen and coming into the social living quarters, I must say first of all I appreciate the elevated kitchen countertop with a black granite finish, and gives you an opportunity to get some really cool kitchen bar stools within this area. They got wood which works, and I love the mirror on this side. Appreciate the way it just looks. You could get out of the bedroom, get to see how you look, and there's a lot of proportion and natural light and flow within this unit that sort of make it look larger than the brochure makes it out to be. Another thing I appreciate about this unit is this furniture that they've put. Nice green, and I love that you could open it up and there's provision to put your throws, your pillows, and water view. The flowers are real and look quite nice. Actually, Brown Cup developers give you this when you buy a unit with a card inscribed with something special for you. Now you've got a plant within this area. I know you may forget to water it once in a while, but that is adulthood. That's what adulting is all about. Loving this arc that they have within this section of the focus feature wall. It's a very nice touch that just adds to it. You've got your provision to put your television, you've got your sockets within this area. I love the way they've got this elevated television console with the storage cabinetry on that side and on this side. Just a beautiful space all in all. But let's go to the sleeping quarter where it's calmer and more serene. Come along. Okay, into the one bedroom, and I love the way it's in brilliant white that just looks spectacular. Nice white door, loving the curtain rods which are in black. Generous amount of light that's pouring in over here, big windows in fact. And this is a 5x6 bed. Also appreciate that they've got some storage within that area and also within this area, so that's another way of just having storage within your space. And in this section you've got your wardrobes, and love the clever designs. You know, it's a small space but you're starting out young professional. You've got slide wardrobes, sliding door wardrobes which are in brown, and it's a fantastic touch. Actually, I have thoroughly enjoyed myself. 127 seems to be a very promising series of units for the studio and the one bedroom unit, and I definitely think you should get one. You should look into it. The ethos is good, the design philosophy is good, lots of natural light and proportion and flow within every unit, and for that we say kudos, kudos, kudos. Before I forget, you've got your water closet within this area, vanity area within this area, and the shower for this unit within this area. They've got black instant heated water for this particular unit, and it's quite nice. Great tiles all through. Also the floor to ceiling heights for these apartments are quite good. And now that officially actually wraps it up.